Good morning. Today on the 8th of December, I like to do a presentation on simulation, how to use contract2u.com. Contract2u.com had been around for a while, and it is actually a calculator for index comparison between various properties. So the concept is quite simple. The concept is actually built on the idea that the price per square feet. So likely we compare properties, especially strata title properties, by comparing price per square feet, and therefore I'm building on price per benefit. So that means benefits include all the other parameters like how many bathroom, how many car parks, which level of height or the floors, floor heights for the condominium especially. And then in another area of comparison, meaning amenities, surrounding environment. So that would be IPIE. So if you can look at the posting, the title of the posting, there would be two numbers in front of the posting. One is the IPIR or IPIS. In this case, 124.9, and then there is another IPIE at the back, which is the number again here 6.1. So IPIS is the Inter-Property Index on sales, and then the IPIE is the Inter-Property Index on environment. So these two numbers reflects how this particular listing in fact has an index comparison to the others. So let me do a simulation on why these two numbers can vary with the different elements of the property. So you can go to the website contract2u.com and click on simulation. Let me start on simulation, how index is calculated. So this page actually shows you two condo indexes. One is condo A, another one is condo B. So before we begin, we just ensure that the parameters are similar to show to you that the two calculators behind it is of similar formula. So let us synchronize the two calculators. So right, now you can see all similar. 490,000 on selling price for A, similar 490,000 on selling price B. Size also similar, and then the level also similar, car park number similar. So let us test out, see whether this calculator behind index condo A and index condo B are actually of the same formula. So let's see, we test it out with the same price of 530,000, and you can see it's 6.6. And then now here on the condo B, we make it 530,000. Would it be 6.6? Yes, it shows that it is the same 6.6. And let us change it from 100 square feet to 1,600 square feet. The other one also 1,600 square feet. Right, it is again tested, similar formula 4.1, and the other one also 4.1. So unit floor for height, so let us change it to 11 to 15. And the other one also 11 to 15. Okay, again tested that the formula is the same, 2.4. And then car park number, let us change it to 2, and the other one also change it to 2. So now it's been tested that both formulas behind index calculation A and index calculation B are of the similar formula. So again, no one property is the same, no two properties are the same. So let us consider that there is property condo A, which is selling at 530,000. However, it is actually at a lower level. So if let's say it is on the third level, So that means because of the lower level, the value for buying it at 530,000 would be actually more expensive than you are buying the same price but at a higher level. So it can shows 2.5 versus 1.7. So it means you are paying for higher index to get this particular unit at lower floor compared to paying at the same price for another unit which is of the same size at the upper floor. So this is naturally a case where a higher floor of a condominium with lift would actually command a higher price. So now let's say we adjust the selling price, because this is at the lower floor. Most likely it need to be adjusted to a lower price. It cannot be as high price as the higher floor. So let us adjust it back to lower price, which is 500,000. So when it is 500,000 at the lower floor, it actually shows that the number has reduced from the number just now, which was at 2.5, now into 2.4. Still higher price than 1.7 until it actually come to a higher floor. So let's say it is at 20th floor. So that means 1.6. So much higher floor than unit B, and therefore it shows that the higher floor should be cheaper. So again, the price unit number here 1.6 versus 1.7, it is actually a better buy on condo A compared to condo B. And the reason is, first, it is cheaper than 530,000. It is only 500,000. It is at the higher floor than this condo B. And let's say now the condo B being at the unable to sell over time, it reduced the price to 490,000. So when it reduced to 490,000, then of course the price difference is less now with the only 10,000 difference in price. So the condo A and condo B indexes are the same. And then if it is increased to more than 16 level, then it will probably be even cheaper because of the price is less than 490, which is 10,000 less than 500,000. So the factors that built in to calculation for illustration is only selling price over size, and then number of level, which level it is, and also number of car parks. Of course, in calculation for the entire number of what you see in the case of our listing here, there is a higher number of factors involved. So for example, the Sky Villa house, which is the 1,111 square feet, has IPIS of 66.9 and IPIE of 7.2. So how do we get these two numbers? Is by keying in the factors into the listing. So let us try on one listing. So we can choose for sale. In this case, we choose for sale. In this listing, we will key in normal scenario, your personal listing. That will be your name, your phone number, your email address, and then the title of your listing. Let us say that we do this listing as condo XYZ sample, and then the area is for example Sky Villa MJC for sale. And again, we use the usual one, which is apartment with lift. Of course, there are many to select. If you want to go through, you can actually scroll down. In fact, from land, agriculture, mixed zone, agriculture, industrial land, all the way to different types of landed house. So these various selections are built in also with the calculation of the certain point system for the index to calculate. We are at Kuching. Next. And when you go to the next page, it is actually for the Interproperty Index selling or rental. So in the case for this particular listing, we have to choose an image. Let us choose an image. We choose one which is related to condominium. So let's say we choose this particular condominium, which is HK Square. So this is the likely picture I want to put in. And then selling price, for example, we key in selling price of 400,000. Price range of 200 to 400,000. Maybe we look at it at 430,000, easy. So here 430,000 between 401 and then 600,000. After that, we will have property type. Here we say it's a strata residential property. Land size in square meter or in point. In this case, because it is strata title, land size in square meter, if it is strata title, is 0. There is built out of 1,100 square feet. Brand new, because it is sorry, not brand new, but then subsale, less than 10 years. Number of bedrooms is 3. Number of bathroom is 2. Number of car park is normally is 1 for normal condominium. And then lift with lift. And then what is the flooring? Let's say we say this is on a lower floor, lower floor less than 4th floor. So it's probably 2nd or 3rd floor. And then renovation done, yes, minor renovation touch up. There is no extension because it's usually a condominium just inside a renovation. Security level for this particular security guard house is moderate security. And then swimming pool, there is a small swimming pool. Sky Villa is a smaller swimming pool. And then facility for gym is a good gym, well equipped gym. And also facing is okay, facing north and south. So body, let's say we key in, this is fire sale. Let's say it's a very low price sale. Owner is moving out soon. Vacant possession immediately. And then say interested, please contact XYZ of ABC Real Estate Company at telephone number. So summary for the post, likely it will be a fire sale. The price 430,000. Now at this part, you can put in more pictures, but then it's not necessary if you do not want. In this case, because it is a sample posting, so we don't put in more pictures. The more picture you put in, the higher the so-called storage that it's required to be uploaded. So the amount of kilobyte or megabyte to be uploaded may interfere with your progress to another page, because it needs to be uploaded on this page before it can progress to another page. So usually we would not recommend putting high resolution picture at this page. So now we have completed the IPI S for sale. We go on to the IPI E, which is for environment. So this is the page that you can key in the IPIE parameters for population of the state that is this property is located, Sarawak, and then the district of Kuching. Highly preferred. Usually most of the housing estate is major housing estate, unless you are really a popular housing estate, which is like heavily populated with a lot of commercial and also educational center like Sunway, Bandar Sunway. So for me, I would consider Sky Villa located in a major housing estate. Is there any transportation? In fact, this transportation means like LRT or bus station around it. So in Kuching, there is no public transport, not efficient public transport. So whether there is a wet market? Yes, there is a wet market on walking distance around 5 minutes, and we have the Pasar Tani every Thursday and Friday. So this wet market Pasar Tani is accessible at doorway. Entertainment and food outlet, this one means areas like, you have a super mall or a shopping mall whereby you have a lot of shops selling food and entertainment. So for Sky Villa, it is next to a lot of common shopping outside the development area, and then there is no cinema. Of course, if you are in, say, near to Mid Valley, then there will be cinema inside the super mall. And then there is also commercial banking businesses in the shop lots in front of the development area. So basically MJC is a new township with a lot of commercial and available of banking system. So the bank here is actually RHB Bank. Previously they were Maybank. Now we have only RHB Bank outside the. For health support, there is a polyclinic actually Batu Kawah. So this polyclinic nearby. Education means there is a college or a private university near to it. So there is a few tertiary institution around MJC area and on walking distance. Some of the students are staying in Sky Villa anyway. Would there be any small garden, park or water feature? In fact, there is a park without water feature in front of the roundabout, and the people go there for jogging. So this is actually developed more than 15 years, and therefore I just put as developed more than 15 years. Then you click the button for submit. The whole thing will be submitted into the website, and then I will show you how it will appear later on in the landing page. Now yes, it shows that you have posted and you are actually under review by the team in website master, webmaster, and then the scoring will be reflected in the nearest number and publish the post. So let us go in. I will sign in to the back end to show you how it will appear. So as you can see now, I have signed in, and then all the posts. Now you can see that this particular post is up. So it is a draft still because I have not approved it, and likely is that you can see the IPIS is 80.4 and IPIE is 8. So you can see how it shows up in the posting. So to publish the posting, I will need to click publish. But in between, I need to do one more check, which is the category. We publish this. So now you can see this is particular condo at Sky Villa, and then the indexes are calculated in front of the title. Asking price, land size, because it is a strata property, so it is 0 because there is no landed space. And then the square feet, this 1,100 square feet, price per square feet is calculated. Number of bedroom, number of toilet and bathroom, car park number, and the facilities. The body of the posting, this is a fire sale, owner is moving out soon, vacant possession immediately, please contact. And therefore there was no picture, because if there is any picture uploaded, the picture will be shown here. So in this listing, you can see in the sorting here as in sales index, because it is for sale. Now you can come here to sales index and it will appear in the listing of this listing. So here, because it was 80, so it goes down to number 80. Yes, IPIS 80.4, this particular listing, 430,000. So in the sense that this particular listing is actually in line, more expensive than some of the listing that we have calculated. In fact, points to likely two types of reasons. One type of reason is a low selling price. For example, this particular one is a flat, so it's a low cost house. So the selling price is of course low. Therefore, the index will show it as a low number because it's a low price divided by benefits. So much of the benefits are similar. It's like there is still space given for this flat. So the flat being very cheap, therefore it's lower in terms of index number. And second, the likelihood of some of the very huge property, so-called in terms of factory or in terms of landed property, whereby the space is very big. Of course, they are also located in remote areas or outskirt areas where per price divided by the number of square feet inside the house, especially like a double-story house, therefore arrive at a lower number index. Whereas this index calculation is some sort of method to compare different types of properties, but the usefulness of it would be even more emphasized in the case of the similar properties, like similar condominium with the same size or the same area. And it is of course not a good comparison to compare condominium to a double-story house or types of shop lot and also factories. So shop lot and factories, they are of a different category, and therefore it should not be a direct comparison to condominium. So it's a like-to-like, it's used as in like-to-like comparison rather than using it as a comparative factor for simply just any property. So comparing, for example, two property, one is a landed property with the huge amount of space compared to another one which is a condominium in a highly premium housing estate. Of course, this is not a good comparison, right? So let's say we complete the simulation and also the understanding of basic way how to compare properties. I would like to end this presentation by introducing you to one area of a page which is about us. So in this page, I actually put down some of the possible contacts for this website. One is why is this comparative index. So if you have time, do visit these links and see what are the materials and also the readings that is helpful for more understanding of this way of doing comparison. So thank you for following this video presentation. We will continue to improve on the comparative factors and also arrive at a better way of how sensible and logical comparison for investment choices. Thank you so much.